our NBA takeaways of the week. Let's start with the game of the year, bro. The Nuggets versus the Timberwolves, bro. We always talk about these teams. Like, this is honestly probably a rivalry, even though the Timberwolves have had their number low key, but they always have great games.
Yeah.
And we had one of the best games of the year. Jokic had a 61
Point
triple
triple
double.
double.
Only the third player ever in NBA history to to get a 60-point triple double. James Harden and Luka. And Anthony Edwards came alive in that fourth quarter because he was not doing nothing early on.
He was playing bad, bro. He was
But he
playing
came
bad.
alive in fourth quarter and overtime. But Jokic 61, 10, and 10. Let's talk about it, bro.
Bro, he's still, even with that 60-point game, he's still not at 30 yet. He's still at 29.7, even with that 61-point game. That is insane. But shouts out to Jokic. He showed why he's one of the most dominant players in the game right now. And if we being honest, the Timberwolves low key even though they won that game, they low key threw that game because the Timberwolves, they were up. I forgot how much they were up, but they were up closing before they went to OT. And I think Ant came down and he shot a bad three. And then they came back down and Jokic shot a three to make them go down three. Then he shot another three to tie the game up. So the Timberwolves threw that game away. And if Westbrook didn't miss that layup and come back down there and foul, that was the Nuggets game to win because they executed late. Jokic came up. Well, Jokic was live the whole entire game, but Jokic made clutch play after clutch play after clutch play with no Jamal Murray. But that was a great game. That was a great game. But like I told you, G, Westbrook is gonna be Westbrook all the time. This is why I couldn't put him over Chris Paul. Chris Paul would have never done nothing like that, bro. Never.
Bro, we can't praise Westbrook. Obviously, this is a new week. But I swear to God, like a week or two ago, he had a triple double against the Warriors with basically nobody but Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. We praise him on that. But then the minute he blows a layup and fouls, now mind you, it's dumb. Don't I'm not.
Dumb as shit.
It's a dumb play. It's a dumb play. But now we call it, like you just said, Westbrook. Like we do that too much. We praise them. Then the minute they sell, we slander them. But it is a dumb play.
Bro, Westbrook been doing this for years, bro. He been doing this for years, though. It ain't like this is just he a first time repeater. This man is a habitual
but we've been
dumb
praising
playmaker.
him this year. How good he's been on the Nuggets. He's been really good this year. Yes, this was not his finest moment. But he's been good overall in the Nuggets this year. He just has. So we gonna let this one blunder overshadow all he's done on the Nuggets?
He got more than one, bro. I wish Shaq. Do Shaq still do Shaq in the Fool? I don't think he do. He need to bring it back. He need to bring it back because that would have been number one.
Not like that though.
That was terrible. First off, he had a wide open layup. Jack the layup. Then come down and foul. Like, gee, you didn't even have to contest that hard. He was gonna miss regardless. And then you just fouled, man.
Let me read these chats real quick, then I'm gonna ask you something. Late weekly reminder that Gabe Vincent and NPC, Lamar Lewis, yo, what's up? What's up, bro? Francisco again. Nuggets versus Wolves first round gonna make excessive damage to Jokic's perspective. Probably. Whoever my glorious king fifth ring is coming. Westbrook. But I was good. Okay.
Westbrook.
Okay, so in that moment, should he have just pulled the ball out? Because when I'm watching it, right? Anthony Edwards throws a bad pass. Westbrook steals the ball. He passes. I think it was Christian Braun on the
Braun. It was
side. In my head, I said, first of all, they were in transition already, and I don't think they was gonna pull it out. And I think Westbrook saw he had the open layup. He just missed. But then a lot of people was like, man, first of all, you're about one, so you really didn't have to take the layup. You could have just pulled it out. But I'm like, bro, they was kind of in transition running. So I'm like, I don't think he was going to pull the ball out to wait to get fouled or something. I think he just saw that, okay, we're on the fast break, got open layup. Let me get this bucket. Then he missed.
He did the right play. That was the right play. It was just he thought he was still 21, 22 years old. He thought he could take off farther than what he did.
I don't think
He
he
should have
believed that.
came. G. He took off low key farther. He ain't the same Westbrook that he used to be. Cause the old Westbrook would have finished that layup, bro. He took off
Or
way
with a
too
dunk.
far, man. Yeah, or
Dunk.
would have dunked it. He thought he was 21, 22 years old. He ain't that young no more. But nah, it was the right basketball play. I don't think he should have pulled it out. He just smoked the layup. That's all it was.
And
And then I
then
mean, you could have said Christian Braun could have took the layup, but he probably would have got fouled or something like that. I mean, that was the best. That was the best basketball play in my eyes.
and then on the defensive end, I think he just I don't think he know what was like. I don't want to say he didn't know what was going on, but I think he kind of just was just there. And then he
He
saw
got
that they
lost.
threw it to yeah, I don't want to say that, but yeah. I think he got lost. I think he got lost. They threw it to Nikhil, and he saw it at the last minute and then just jumped. He just jumped. Like you said, he probably
But
didn't even contest that hard, but he did.
I mean, but I think he did that because Nikhil Alexander was hot. He was hot. He had 26 points. So it was like he been hot all game. I low key gotta close out hard, but Nikhil Alexander isn't a sniper. So like you ain't have to run that close out that hard to the point that you have to foul him. You know what I mean? He probably would have missed anyways if you just would have if you didn't close out that hard.
Julius Randle had a good game, decent game at least. Anthony Edwards, like we said, turned it up late. He almost had a triple double. Nikhil Alexander Walker, I'm telling you, man, that dude be hooping, bro.
Yeah, he do. He do.
He be hooping. Somebody, if it ain't gonna be Tim, well, somebody gonna give him some bread, bro.
Hey,
Somebody gonna give him
quick
some bread.
question. Do you think he's a starter or is he just a good off the bench point guard, two guard or whatever? Or six man?
Hmm.
I think he's a really good six man.
Ooh, can Nikhil start for me? I think I want to say he could be like a spot starter, and I think when we need him late in the game, I think he can start down the stretch.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind keeping him on the bench, but ooh, he probably could. Depend on the team, he could start. Like we just talked about the Pistons. I think he starts on the
Mm.
Pistons. I think he starts over Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, he does. He does. He starts over Tim Hardaway.
So I think it just depends on the team. But man, Nikhil probably he damn near one of the reasons they won, bro. And then mind you, they don't have Dante or Nasri because they got suspended. So he
Spendy,
played
yep.
45 minutes. Bro, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle both played 50 minutes. And
Hey,
Rudy Gobert
hey,
fouled out.
it's crazy, bro. Well, one before I tell this stat I saw, Aaron Gordon had a 30 ball too. That surprised me. I'm surprised Aaron Gordon went off for a 30 ball. But they said Jokic is 0-4 whenever he scores 50 or more, bro.
I saw that stat.
That is crazy.
So his teammates be selling him. They be
Selling, grade A selling.
so
But no,
you be talking
another.
no,
Go ahead.
real quick. So remember what you said like a couple of weeks ago? You was like, man, see when Jokic always be when I always think it's SGA, here go Jokic doing something crazy. I mean, look at him, bro. What was it? A couple of weeks ago, he had a 30, 20,
30,
20 triple
20,
double.
20.
Then he gets a
Yup.
60. Bro, I'm telling you, once I say this, he is the best player in the NBA. There's no one that's better than him. SGA is having the best year technically, but no one's beating this dude, bro. He's the best player in the NBA, and it damn near might be a clearing. He might clear
Like,
everybody.
I ain't gonna lie, G. After this performance, I wouldn't be shocked if they gave him another MVP, bro. Cause a 60-point triple double is crazy. The only way I see him either not winning is if he rests most of these last games. And if Shea plays most of these last games, Shea's gonna get it, obviously. But it's hard not to argue for Jokic after this 60-point triple double, bro. Literally, Shea go crazy, do something to solidify himself as the MVP. Jokic like, I'm right here. Here I am.
He was
So
18 for 29, 6 for 11 from three. He hit 19 or 24 from the free throw line. I mean, I don't know, like, what more does he have to do, bro? But what does that say about this? I know they have Murray and Porter, but this kind of been all year. He's damn near got to
Mm.
carry this team. And I mean, we talked about it even in the summertime. Like, this team is not the same as the championship team. Like, it just
Nope.
lacks depth. And he just has to do way more. I'm not saying he got to drop 60, but in the playoffs, he's gonna have to have a great game every time for them to win. He has
Yeah.
to. He has
He
to
gotta
go
have
off
30 or more.
every
He
year.
has to have 30 or more every game. Every game he has to have 30 or more. Or if he doesn't have 30 that game, the rest of his teammates gotta be on fire or something. Everybody else gotta be clicking. But if he not dropping 30, I don't depending on who their first round matchup is, it can get scary.
Man, what Ant say? He said this is probably the best player I've ever seen up close outside of me.
Myself, yeah.
Like, this dude different, bro. They was just talking about it on First Take that is he a top 20 player of all time? And I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. We was like, it could Jokic go down as a top 10. I mean, bro, when you look at the resume, he probably has to win one more ring.
Mm,
Man, that resume look nice. When you look at it, it look
yeah.
nice.
I think if he win like another ring, it'd be hard not to put him in the top 15, top 10 all time. I think it'd be really hard not to. But yeah, I think he is a top 20 player though.
If he
Of all
wins
time,
another
I think.
ring and another MVP in his career, does he go down as the best center ever? Another ring, another MVP,
Mm.
another Finals MVP, and another ring.
Cause how many rings he'll have? He'll have what,
Yeah,
2?
2 rings.
And
He'll
yeah.
have 4 MVPs, 2 Finals MVP, and 2 rings. But look at
I
the
still can't put him
stat.
over Shaq. I still can't put him over Shaq though. I still can't put him over Shaq.
He would be the best talented big ever, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Talented.
Yeah. Yeah, because he could literally do everything. Besides, his defense is subpar, but he could literally do everything. Did you see what Shaq said about him?
How he'll cook him?
Yeah. They said he if prime Shaq versus prime Jokic, who winning?
Shit, we did that last time when we was talking when we was doing the era things.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
I said, Jokic's too smart. He ain't getting in foul trouble, brother. He's too smart. He gonna find a
Nah,
way.
dog.
He gonna find a way.
Because he gonna have to guard Shaq straight up, G. Ain't no putting nobody else on Shaq. I think they said that Lakers team versus that Nuggets team. So it was like ain't no putting Aaron Gordon on Shaq. Jokic gonna have to guard Shaq straight up, G. And if Jokic guards Shaq straight up, he's getting in foul trouble, G. Either he gonna get hurt or he gonna get in foul trouble. It's one of the two.
He ain't getting hurt, but I believe in Jokic to play smart basketball and not get in foul trouble. He gonna find a way. But who did you have? You was about to say somebody.
For takeaways, I was gonna what game I want to do? I want to do the Lakers and Rockets game.
That was
Um,
a low scoring game.
yeah, it was. I wanted to do it because your boy Jalen Green.
He
Now,
got
I think
benched,
was it
man.
last week?
He got benched.
Was it last week or the week before when you told me like the Lakers were playing,
I think it was
but
last week.
because they
It
perimeter
was like
defense is ass. They perimeter defense is ass, right? In your opinion. And this man, Jalen Green, couldn't even get 10 points against them, bro. This is why I don't think the Rockets are gonna go as far in the playoffs because if you're going against a team who has considerably weak perimeter defense, you're supposed to give me more than 10 points, and you're supposed to be the best player on our team. And so, if this is why I call him Jordan Clarkson because it's inconsistent games like this. This was a big game that you needed to show up for, and he didn't show up at all. So if Jalen Green don't get his act together for the playoffs, they might get first round exit.
a lot of people don't have the Rockets even. They have them probably losing the first round anyway. A lot of I see a lot of people say that they kind of don't believe in the Rockets to even not make a deep run, but just even win a series. So
I can see why. You know what I mean? Fred didn't have a good game. Fred had 7 points.
oh, he was
You know what I
terrible.
mean? Yeah, so it's like they that best player on the floor that night was Amin Thompson. Him, Jabari, and Tari Eason and Dylan Brooks.
Am I tripping? Or
Like, bro, ain't
wasn't Jalen Green like player of the week or the month recently? Am I
now
tripping?
look at him. Now look at him, bro. Ain't
Bruh,
no way. Ain't no way
bruh,
Dylan Brooks supposed to have more points than you in the game, bro.
bruh. Jalen Green in the month of March was playing good. In my opinion, he was giving you 33, 21, 32, 30. He had 6 1 game. That was bad. I ain't gonna lie. But 26, 30, 28, 23, 29. Then the early games kind of was bad. But he was playing good overall. He's playing good. Like, I know it's a big game against the Lakers. I understand. Jalen Green played bad, and he got benched, which is we talked about it. Benching your best player. We literally just talked about this like a
Yeah, we
week or
did.
two ago about how he may be benching these dudes, and he benched them. Because I went back because I was like, okay, when did he bench Jalen Green, and when did he come back in the game? He benched Jalen Green. He benched him with 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and Jalen Green came back like I think like mid fourth. So he benched the majority of the game. And I mean, he was playing bad. So I get it. He was playing bad, but at the same time, this your best player.
Bro,
You
I
know,
wouldn't even be surprised if Ime thinks Jalen Green is not their best player. I wouldn't be surprised if he think Amin's better than him
he
or
probably
has
don't
more
think he
potential.
has the best player. He think he just got a bunch of like good players, but
Good
just no
players,
one's
yeah.
the best. No one's the best.
And
I
then
mean,
you gotta on the Lakers side though, you have to credit the others. Gabe Vincent, our
say
weekly
yeah,
NPC.
yeah, yeah.
Gabe Vincent, our weekly NPC, dropped a 20 ball.
Dorian
He
Finney-Smith
was six.
dropped 20.
He was 6 for 13 from three, and then Dorian Smith, like Chef said, dropped 20. He was 6-11 from three. So the others showed out for us that game, and they came out to play.
Oh, they the reason they won. If they don't play that, if they
Mm-hmm.
don't play like that, they lose. Because LeBron hasn't played good since he's come back from injury. He had that good game against the Grizzlies, but he hasn't really played good since he's come back. He's probably not healthy, low key. He's probably still hurt. He probably still hurt for that groin injury.
Low key, bro. Though, if the Lakers want to go far, bro, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, and one of them others, they have to show up every game. At least somebody else got to show up every single game. Because Bron, Luka, and Austin, they're not gonna do it every game. Somebody else got to show up, especially once they get to like the second round or the conference finals. Somebody else got to show up for them.
Well, Rui coming back off a knee injury. Because the bench is really Dorian Finney-Smith,
Gabe,
Gabe, Jordan Goodwin, and Vanderbilt.
mhm.
Vanderbilt's offense is so bad, bro. It's
Yeah, but that
so
defense. It's that defense, bro. That defense and it's the intent. It's literally everything else. The only thing that sucks about Vanderbilt is his offense. He could pass, he could defend, he could rebound, he
But
could
the thing
block
is,
shot.
on offense, you basically playing 4-on-5. He can't do
Yeah.
anything. He can't shoot. He really not a. He can't go downhill. And you know what the crazy thing is? He's not even a lob threat. So when they be going like a small ball, he can't even catch the lobs like say a Jackson Hayes. Because Jackson Hayes offense is it's bad too. I don't want to say yes, but it's bad too. But he's just really a lob threat. But when they go
Yeah.
small ball 5, Jared Vanderbilt is out there doing nothing on offense. Defense is
What
great.
what's you remember he reminded me what's the name that we used to play for OKC? Andre Roberson. Remember they had him on OKC
Andre
because it's
Roberson was
strictly for
bad. His offense
defense.
was bad. His
But
offense
his
was bad.
defense was amazing, bro. That's why they kept him in the game. So, like, but for that Nugget series, they definitely gonna use Vanderbilt a lot in that Nugget if they end up facing the Nuggets.
And his offense is so bad. But I mean, you're gonna get majority, bro. You're gonna get 80% of your offense from LeBron, Reeves, and Luka. Like that's where it's gonna come
Yeah,
from. You just really need Gabe, Dorian Finney-Smith, and sometimes Jordan Goodwin and Rui to hit open shots because you got
hmm
two of the best minded players in the league, bro. They're going to get you open looks. Like that's gonna happen. So all you guys gotta do is hit your shots, and then we're good. That's all we need from them. But I mean, it was a good win. That was a much needed win against a Rockets team that been playing great
really good.
recently.
Yeah, they've been playing really good,
So
man.
it was a much needed win. But LeBron probably he probably needs to rest us. I would say a couple of games. I think he's just not healthy. I think he's not healthy. He needs to rest one of these games. I
What's
don't
the
know against it.
remaining? What's the remaining schedule?
I know they played the Thunder twice. I don't think they're resting them against them, honestly. Who else they play? Let me see. I'm going to it right now. So they Warriors, Pelicans, Thunder twice, the Mavericks. He ain't missing that game because Luka returns, so he ain't missing that. The Rockets and probably the Blazers at the end of the year. He probably rest that game.
No, I could see him missing that Mavs game just so
I
he could
don't.
let Luca go crazy.
Nah, bro.
I could see
Luka
him
could
at
go
least
crazy
missing 3 of them
regardless.
games. I could see him missing at least 3 of them games.
I rest him against the Pelicans and the Trailblazers.
They
Like
probably rest him one of them games against OKC too.
those games, they're not back to backs, but they play them in back to backs though. They're not like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. Nah, LeBron
I feel
playing
like
that Mavericks game though.
I feel like it depends on like how scheduled. So like if the Nuggets lose another game, because you said they play the Warriors next, right?
They play Warriors tonight.
They play the Warriors and then they play
The
who they play
Pelicans on
them,
Friday.
and then who they
So this
play?
is a
Then they
back
play
to back.
OKC,
It's a back to back.
and then they
Oh
play
yeah,
OKC.
twice. Yeah.
So yeah, if within them 2 games, if they can separate themselves from the Nuggets, or the Nuggets lose some games, I can see them resting one of them games, G. Because like you
So,
said, Bron needs the rest, bro. He
he
needs
do.
it.
He's 40. He's 40
And
years
if
old.
we JJ, we not really moving that far down the standings because the Warriors they probably not gonna catch us. And either team 5 through 8 probably not gonna catch us. Only people you really worried about is the Nuggets. So
Since we're on the subject of LeBron James, and we miss if we didn't in this pod and this game happened after we pod, the Lakers and the Bulls. Josh Giddey hit the half court shot to game the Lakers. I love
hey,
LeBron, but he lost us that game. He lost.
hey
He
G,
did.
do I gotta hate on the Bulls in order for the Bulls to win?
I
Like, is
believe
that the
so.
only way the Bulls is gonna win, bro? If I hate on them, G, because like you said, there was no way in hell they was supposed to win that game, bro. I think they said like LeBron was accounting for like the Bulls' last 12 points.
Technically, kind of because he missed his assignment on Patrick Williams, hit that three in the corner, and then threw a lazy inbound pass. And they stole the
Yeah,
ball, and Kobe White hit the three, and then basically Josh Giddey eyed him at half court. Like what?
G, when I seen Josh Giddey when he first shot it right, and then he held his follow through, I said, yeah, that's him. I didn't even see the ball go in. I just saw him hold his follow through. I'm like, it just looked too good. It looked like a storybook ending, bro. Because it was like they came back. Like you could see the momentum shift. G, once Patrick Williams hit that three, I said, oh shit. And then LeBron threw that turnover, and Kobe White hit that three. I said, yeah, it's a wrap, bro. They finna win off some fluky stuff. And sure enough, Josh Giddey hit that half court shot.
Josh Giddey been hooping, bro. I'm telling you, he been on what Josh Giddey been hooping. Hey, you look at Josh Giddey, you look like the man can't hoop. That man can hoop.
Now, do you think that he's one of those players that just puts up stats on weak teams? So basically, all his for instance, when he was on OKC and all of them was healthy, J Dub, Chet, Shea, he wasn't really doing nothing for real, for real.
He played good when he was on the Thunder, though.
I mean, but he wasn't playing like this.
Look who was on his team.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you think that he's just a player who could put up these type of numbers on weak teams when he's like by himself, or when he's like the most talented person on his team, or do you think he can do this with talent around him?
I think he can do it with talent around him. It just depends on who is around you. Bruh, the man has Shea Gilders Alexander. He takes the ball out his hands. Josh Giddey needs
So
the
Giddy got
ball.
to be a point guard. He got to be our point guard.
Yes, basically, yes. He needs to be the primary ball handler. Bro, we talked about it, I think, in the summertime. As soon as the trade happened, I went back and looked at because I made a video about the trade when they traded for Alex Caruso, and I said in the video, I said, Josh Giddey, I think it was either in that video or when later on, like in the summertime, whatever, I said Josh Giddey's gonna play a point guard and Kobe White was gonna be all ball, which is exactly what they're doing. Kobe White is the all ball and Josh Giddey's the point guard. I think he just needs the ball in his hands. Yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who another guy that kind of needs the ball in his hands. Because you the one that told me about Josh Giddey before Josh Giddey. You sold me years ago. You was like, hey, man, look at that guy, Josh Giddey, man. I still remember. You was like, hey, that guy, Josh Giddey, he decent. He really good. And he was good. Until last year when they benched him basically in the playoffs because he couldn't shoot and his defense was terrible. But he was a good player.
And his shooting has got better. Has gotten better. It's definitely gotten better. He's more confident when he shoots too.
The Bulls could give
I
him
just
30
see.
mil.
My thing is, it's just so hard. Like, what type of team would you build around him? Because he's still low key a liability defensively. Yeah, he's 6'8", 6'9", but his lateral movement, he can't guard any quick guards. And damn near every point guard in the league is quick. So, I mean, like, and on top of that, what team would you even build around him?
He might
Because
end
it's not like he's like a Draymond, type of a defensive rebounding pass first type of guy. Like, because he ain't got no defense and his offense is subpar.
But think about this though. Like the team he has now after the Zach LaVine trade, he has the personnel. He has Kobe White, a shooter, Kevin Huerter, who's starting now, a shooter, Montez, who's somewhat of a shooter, but's gonna eventually get better, and Vucevic, a shooting big man. He has the personnel around him. Like,
But is that gonna win you anything though?
Can Josh Giddey be my best player on it? Like, can he get me
Basically.
to like? Can he get me to the playoffs?
To the playoffs? Can he get both? Can he get you to the playoffs?
I think they need like another player. I think they would need like another player to add with Kobe and Josh Giddey.
So he could be your best player on your team and get you to the playoffs. That's what you're saying.
No, I think he needs another player, but I don't think he could be like I think he could be like my third or second best.
Yeah, I think he could be your third best player on the championship team. I don't know about the first and second though, because the first and second you gotta be a go-to scoring option, and he can't really score like that. His offense is still lagging behind.
In the month of April, he averaged 20 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists on 49% field goal percentage and 35% from three. That's really good.
As a first option though, that'd be good. Like, I wouldn't want that as my first option. That's not enough.
Hey, I mean, they go.
He been hooping.
Josh Giddey go get 30 mil. You gonna get 30 mil.
He gonna get that payday. He deserve it. He definitely deserve it.
So since we're basically months later, if you wasn't here when I did the video of the trade, who has won the trade now? Me personally, I think both teams won. I think both teams got what they wanted.
I don't even remember the trade details.
It was just Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey, straight up.
So like Josh Giddey? Oh, yeah. Both teams. I thought it was like picks and like other shit added to it.
No, that's why people was upset because they wanted picks and they didn't get nothing back. Yeah. Now it's just Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso, straight up.
I mean, yeah, like you said, both teams won for sure. But if I had to pick one, I think the Bulls won because the Bulls got the younger player. They got a future cornerstone. Yeah, so I think the Bulls
and Josh Giddey is only 22. Like, this probably not like his peak. He could probably get better. He's only 22, bro. So do you agree with everybody saying that LeBron lost them that game?
Yes, LeBron lost them that game because if he would have never threw that bad inbound pass, if he would have threw a better pass than that, they would have got fouled, went to the free throw line. They would have been up 5. So it would have been a different ball game then. LeBron definitely cost him. Yeah, he sold.
They should have won that game because who did they won? Did they lose the game before? No, it was the Pacers. They barely won that game, and then they played them the next day and lost. That's crazy. They won off a game off a buzzer beater and lost. They won off a buzzer beater,
right?
Yeah. Then they lost literally the next day off a buzzer beater. Crazy work. Let's talk about Steph Curry. He dropped 52 points on the Memphis Grizzlies. And we will get way more in depth on the Grizzlies right after this. But Steph Curry dropped 52, 10, and 8. Draymond Green had a triple-double, 13, 10, and 12. The Warriors are playing decent lately. I think they're 20 and 2 now with Jimmy Butler and step play, which is crazy. The Warriors are a dangerous team, man. And it's crazy because back then they was out to play in. Now look at them. They're good.
They was out to playing. Now they what? What number are they? They number 5?
I think they're number 5.
Yeah, they 5. They 5 in the West. Bro, Curry had 30 at half. Yes. I thought he was gonna go for 60. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna go for like 60.
I was going for the record.
And then I think he was low-key trying to break Clay record. Because how many threes he ended with?
I want to say 11 or 12. It was either 11 or 12 3-pointers.
Because they said he was like 3 away from Clay's record.
I think it was 11 or 12. He hit 12 for 20, which is crazy.
So
attempted 20.
So the record. So wait, the record must be 14 then.
Yeah.
Clay must have hit 14. So yeah, he was 3 away from breaking it. I thought he was gonna break it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna break it.
And Jimmy Butler had 27 points on 7-11 from the field. Pretty good. But he was 12 from free throw line. Really good. Hey, man, this team is looking really dangerous with Jimmy Butler now. And it's crazy because I thought it was a good move, but I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think it would like change everything for them. I thought it was a good move still, but not like this.
When Jimmy came, it put a new life in the team. Like, because all the role players started playing better. AirPods started playing better. Moses Moody started playing better. And then they didn't even have Kuminga. Kuminga just came in. He's back. Kuminga back out. So it's like when Jimmy came, all the others started stepping up, Post and who else they've been playing? Gary Payton, but he's out for the season again. So yeah, Jimmy put life in that team. That's really what it was.
Steph Curry a dog. He a dog, bro. And he's 36? Steph Curry amazing, man. Like the Grizzlies defense so far is really bad. It's bad. And they can't stop anybody. They let Curry, like you said, Curry had 30 and a half. I'm like, bro, Curry gonna go crazy later. Like he was hitting everything. And you gotta get the Warriors credit. They're 44 and 31 now. Like they got a chance to be in the playoffs.
Is they championship window still open now? Or is it back open?
It's back open with Jimmy now. Man, they didn't get Jimmy.
I still think they missing a big. I still think they missing a big.
When are they?
Because you need. I don't know, because you need something for Jokic. Don't get me wrong, Draymond Green is still a good defender, but he's not going to be able to do anything with Jokic. And
I am shocked they're running this small lineup. I am shocked.
They've been winning though, so it's like, why fix it?
They have been winning. Because you basically running 3 guards and basically 2 forwards. Because they rolling Steph, Moody, AirPods, and Jimmy and Draymond. You think Draymond deserved to be Defensive Player of the Year? His defense this year has been really good.
It has, but I don't think it's been better than Dyson Daniels. I don't think it's been better than you could say Mobley. Jaren Jackson, maybe Jaren Jackson. But we can't forget that the Warriors were butt to begin the season, and if Draymond was really doing that good of a defensive job, the Warriors wouldn't have been in the play-in. They still would have at least been competitive if their defense is what it is now. But Jimmy coming helped their defense a lot. So you got to give credit to Jimmy with that too.
I think Draymond Green has the best odds to win now.
And that's crazy. I think where did I see it at? I forgot where I seen it at, but I think I was reading. I think on some post they were like Draymond Green didn't get into Defensive Player of the Year conversations until he threw his name in the hat. And I looked at the clip. I think he said on his podcast that he should have been in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. But that's because Wemby hurt, so it's literally up for grabs. It's literally up for grabs.
So this isn't. I don't have like the FanDuel app on my iPad, but it says right now Draymond Green's odds to win is minus 160 is minus 185.
Mm,
Mobley's is plus 120 plus 135.
mm.
So Draymond
And who
is the
else is on
favorite
there?
right now.
Who else is on there?
Well, this isn't like Luke Dort is plus 1,500. Dyson Daniels is plus 2,000.
I low key like Dyson. I low key think Dyson Daniels should win it. I think he's been the best defensive player out of those names, but he not gonna get it because he probably gonna get. Well, no, he might get most improved Cade,
Well, that team
but
sucks. But the Hawks are not good. Anyway,
mm,
they're not a good team. And I bet you if you look up like their defense, because you know how they be, bro. You look at the team and it's like, oh, how are you defensive player of the year? But your team is ranked 20th in defense. It's
mm-hmm.
like they're gonna use that against you. Like they just are. And I guarantee you the Hawks scoring, opponents scoring is probably late teens or in the 20s somewhere. So you're not gonna give it to them. And the Warriors, like you said, Jimmy Butler has gone there and made things way better. But I'm not gonna act like Draymond Green ain't been great defensively recently. Like I'm not gonna act like he's been great, bro. Because he's doing everything. He literally has to do everything, especially now that he's playing center, basically full time. So now he got to do everything on that team. He brings the ball up the court because he's basically all the damn near the point guard, point forward, and he got to play defense too. I mean, he doing everything. And Draymond Green is old too, low key. He ain't young no more. Got to give him his credit. You got any more takeaways?
Only other takeaway I got is that which one was it? Well, I got two more. And they both with the Hawks. The Hawks versus the Bucks. Zachariah Ricochet.
He been hooping.
He went off number one pick, went off for 36. I think they said he only dribbled like one time. So he
That's
pulled the
against.
Klay Thompson.
That was against the Bucks, right?
Yeah, he pulled the Klay Thompson on us. He played amazing. I wanted to bring up that game because he's trying to put his name in the hat for Rookie of the Year. Me personally, I still think it's Stephon Castle.
It's Stephon.
But Ricochet, he's been trying to put his name in that hat lately because he's been playing really good this like last like month and a half. He's been playing real good.
Hey, you look at this draft class now. These rookies
It's
been hooping.
different.
It's
Yeah.
different. It's different now.
When I looked at that game with Zachariah when he dropped the 36 against the Bucks, I was like, this is what they saw, whatever like that. I think that him playing with Trey, that was a good pick for him. I think Trey, him, Dyson Daniels, that's a nice little corner piece right there. And a Congo.
I mean, Stephon Castle been hooping ever since everybody's been hurt. Alex Sarr has been playing decent lately. Like you said, Zachariah Ricochet. Like this rookie class, people probably say it's still weak, but they've been hooping. They have been
Yeah.
hooping lately, so you got to give them their credit.
And then my last one, Hawks versus Dallas. 80 with the game winner.
AD got hurt.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring it up. I'm like, bro, it's always something with AD, bro. Like, this is what we said you should have just said because what if that cut above his eye would have been worse than what it actually was? Then say we have to get eye surgery. It's like just little things like that can happen. Why not just sit him? I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm happy he hit the game winner. He got to see the Mavs fans got to see all that and they got to believe and he's trying to show Mavs fans like, hey, I'm with y'all, like I'm here for y'all. Like I understand the Luka trade hurt, but y'all still got me. You know what I mean? So shout out for AD because they came back too. They came back because the Hawks was up late and they came back and won. So shout out to AD and the Mavs.
The Mavs got all their bigs back. Dan Gaffer
Mm-hmm.
back. Derek Lively back. PJ Washington was out. But like you said, AD, because AD had 36, 15,
35.
35, my bad. 35,
Mm-hmm.
14, 15 boards, like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Like, we know AD Cole. We know he's a superstar. Damn near. We know that. But like we said, injuries, bro. I see it said Anthony Davis hitting the eye. I'm like, bruh, come Oh, do you think he be over exaggerating sometimes, or do you think like
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. But it's crazy though, because everybody back finna be back healthy, and now all you missing is Kyrie. Because if Kyrie now just imagine if because right now they're what are they? They're ninth. So they imagine a OKC going against them in the first round or something like that, a healthy Mavs team. That would have been a great series.
now the Thunder go?
Smoke them.
Man, I know we gonna get into our playoff predictions in a couple of weeks. All I'm gonna say is the Thunder got a free W coupon, bro.
Well,
They're
they
gonna
do.
either face the Mavericks or the Kings.
Kings.
This isn't a topic. But I always think about who was worse, the Suns or the Sixers. But man, I gotta throw the Kings in there, bro. The Kings suck. They are terrible, bro. They are bad. To the Wizards yesterday. They are bad. They are a bad team, bro. And it's crazy because you look, okay, you got Sabonis, really good player. DeRozan, really good player. Zach LaVine, really good player. You got Malik Monk, a good player. Ellis.
Keon Ellis, he's
Keon
solid.
Ellis is good. I like Keon Ellis. But then it's like, they be losing. Their defense is terrible. That is a bad team, bro.
They should never fire Mike Brown, bro. They should have never fired Mike Brown.
I still don't know why they fired him. I still don't know why. I mean, they was gonna be bad. Like, I don't think they was gonna be bad, but it's just like, damn, y'all is just not a good team. It's just not. They're not a good team.
I low-key think is once Mike Brown got fired and then De'Aaron Fox left, it's like I feel like the other players don't want to be there no more either. Like, because you seen Sabonis came out and said, I want to know what direction the team's going in. Like, it's a bunch of chaos and they all lost in the sauce over there. So that could be a reason why they not, because defense is all about believing, bro. You have to want to play defense, bro.
Like, they got Valanciunas, good big man. Trey Lyles is okay. Markelle Fultz, I don't know why they signed him. He don't do nothing, and I don't think it's his fault. Just don't do anything. Because I remember you said, should they start him? I'm like, they ain't gonna start that dude. They ain't gonna start on Markelle Fultz. Like, I don't even know where they're going, what direction they are going in. They're just there. They're just hooping. That's crazy. So technically, from whenever the last time they made the playoffs to basically now, we've only probably seen, 2 really good years of Kings basketball? Which is sad. That's sad. That's sorry. And they probably should have won against the Warriors. It's just Curry went crazy in Game 7. Like, what you supposed to do? But I don't got no more takeaways.